Maybe I won't put that one online. So a scalar is a quantity that has only something, that has only magnitude. What does magnitude means? Magnitude actually means so quiet. Magnitude actually means a number. So what about vector? So vector, definitely we have magnitude, and I already give myself away just now by saying that it has direction. Okay. So maybe let me use another example to illustrate the direction part. To illustrate the direction part. Maybe this time around you can copy down the diagram. So now I have a person here. I have a line. I have a 0, and I have 2 persons. Now the first person walked 10 meters. So what is the displacement? 10 meters. So if I say displacement of A, this is equals to 10. This one everyone know, everyone is okay. But if I have another person, or rather the same person from starting walk 5 meters here, can I say the displacement is 5? Let me put this as B. Can I say the displacement is 5? Let me zoom it in. Okay, so I have another person here that walk 5 meters to the other direction. Now if I say this is 5, then the question is, it seems like it's different direction, right? So how do I indicate that it is different? So we use a negative sign. What does the negative means? The negative means just opposite direction. Can you follow so far? So now when you see a minus sign in vectors, it just means the other direction. So this one means opposite direction. Okay, so far can? Now, the third sentence says this. I want to represent a vector. Now, how does a vector looks like? A vector is very simple. Vector means I want to walk from a starting point to a terminal point. What does the word terminal means to you? Terminal means?
Long term.
Huh?
Long term.
Long term, not exactly, but terminal means ending. So I have a starting, I have an ending point. Okay? So maybe you help me draw a line. Is it already below? Not yet. Never mind. Is it already below? Okay, let's use the diagram below so that we don't have to draw so many things. Now, if I use this diagram below, this diagram on the paper, it says what? I have a starting point of A or B? Starting point of A. Ending point of B, right? So I have a starting point, I have an ending point. If I look at the diagram, you see the arrow that is here. There's an arrow here pointing here. So it means I am going from this point to this point. Where's the starting? At here, right? So this I will put A. Then where's the ending? At the end of the arrow. Then I will put B. So this is how a vector looks like. It looks like a line with an arrow with some alphabet. But denoted means I can represent it by a few different ways. So it can be represented by 3 different ways. So let me start with the 3. The first one is A, B with an arrow. So now whenever you see this, it means what? Whenever you see A, B with an arrow, it means what? It is a vector. And what does the vector tell you? The vector tells you that I start from A and then I end at B. So can you see? I start from A, I end at B. Follow? Now, in exam, I can also write vector in A with a bow. This is a bow A. This is a bow A. But if you want to write A bow, is it easy or difficult? Difficult, right? You got to change the pen to or you got to change to 0.7 or 1.0, right? Or you got to go A a few times before you can do. So what you do is you write A with an underscore. So from now on, this is equal, this is equal. It's the same. Can follow? Okay. I think I'm going a bit slow. Okay. Now, the magnitude. Just now I mentioned that magnitude is actually number. But magnitude also have the same meaning of like length like that. So when I say what's the magnitude of the person travel just now, you say 10 meter. So 10 meter is the magnitude. Can follow? Now, since I want to represent magnitude, there must be a special symbol. So we will use this symbol internationally. What does this mean? The center one, this AB with an arrow means vector. What does the two stroke means? It means magnitude. Okay? It means magnitude. So whenever I say magnitude, you just draw the vector with a two long stroke. Okay. Now let us look at this diagram. Now if I want to find the length AB, what do you think I can do? I can use Pythagoras. Very good. I was expecting a ruler answer or something. Never mind. So I use Pythagoras. I use Pythagoras. But before I use Pythagoras, right, I need to understand it as what is the length I have it horizontally and what is the length I have it vertically. Let's start with horizontal. What's the length I have here? How many units? 1. The vertical, how many units do I have? 2. So if I look at a vector, how I write the vector will be 1 and 2. Does this look like matrix?
Yes.
A bit like matrix, huh? But vectors is different. How do I know it's vectors, not matrix? Anyone can tell me? Very good. This symbol here. This one tell you this is a vector topic, not a metric topic. So this is not an order 2 by 1, or order 1 times 2. No. It's got nothing to do with matrix anymore. Now, this point here, do you understand? X means the number of vector move in the positive x direction. What am I doing? The y, the bottom number means the vector, the number of unit move in the positive y direction. Okay? So this means x direction. This means y direction. And follow, Okay, so if I want to use Pythagoras theorem, what must I do? Square root. How many units do I have? 1 and 2. So 1 plus 2. Is it like that? What is Pythagoras theorem? Square. So there must be a square. So there's a square here, there's a square here. And I think I can write the answer. This will be square root 5. And help me with a calculator.
2.236.
2.23600. Okay. Of course, if this is my final answer, then just 2.24. I don't have cm, I don't have meter, so I just put there units. Okay, so far everything is good? Okay, now equal vector. Now equal vector means what? Equal vector means they have the same vector, which also means they have the same, help me? Magnitude and direction. And direction. Okay, maybe on this diagram, I have AB, right? I have AB. Can you draw a vector CD that is the same? Okay, so my question is this, now if I have two vectors that are the same, I will say AB vector equals to CD vector. My question is, can you draw CD. Okay, I'll help you with this. CD is the same vector. Now, how does the vector move? I use the arrow. It moves from horizontal. The x-axis I move 1 unit. The y-axis I move 2 unit upwards. So if I want to draw CD, I can start from anywhere. Let's try. Say for example, I start from here. This is my C. Now where is my D? I follow the instruction. I walk 1 step to the right. I walk 2 steps upwards. So this is my D. So I can draw D. I can join these 2 points. I can put this as D. And where do I put the arrow? D. Understand? Yeah, okay. Alright. So this concept is new, even though they are they the same line? No, they are different lines, but they are the same vector. You understand? So far, good? Okay, good. I challenge you to draw a different CD, or all done already? Can I draw a different CD? Can. If I have my CD, if my C is here, I use a blue color. If my C is here, then this is, of course it must be a straight line. This is also CD, also possible CD. Can follow? Must it start from origin? No need. It can also be here and I go up. Is this CD? Yes. Anywhere will do. As long as I move 1 step to the right, 2 steps up. Understand the idea of
How about
equal vector?
this way? You move here
Oh,
and then-
good. Well, how about that way? That one I'll cover later under the other topic, other subtopic. Okay, let's go on to the bottom one. Now, vectors between 2 points. If it's 2 points and I don't start from 0, can I say CD is, don't write first, 1, 2? Because I look at this number, this is 1, 2. Can I say CD is 1, 2? Or can I say CD is 13, 7? No. So you must imagine that Khalis is standing at C and Khalis want to walk to D. But I cannot say you walk slant up. Cannot. You must give them specific instruction. How many steps to the right? So let's count how many steps
12.
to the right. 12. How do I get 12? Hanis?
13 minus 1.
13 minus 1. Very good. And I must give specific instruction. How many steps up?
7.
5. Jaira, how do I get 5?
7 is 2.
7 minus 2. And if I join these together, do you see some special shape comes out? What is that shape?
Right angle triangle.
It's a right angle triangle. So when I give instruction, it must be how x-axis how many steps I move. It must be y-axis how many steps I move. So can you now tell me how many steps must Khalis move before he can reach D? And what number do I write over here?
12.
12, 5. Very good. 12, 5. Okay. Now I want to find the magnitude. What do I do?
Square root.
Square root. Draw the 2 line. I drawn already, right? I drawn the 2 line. So square root what?
12 square.
12 square plus 5 square. And what's the answer? 13. So this is just 13 unit. Okay, let's try DC. DC starts from where? The top. So it's no longer with Khalis, right? So Marcus is here. Marcus is here. Marcus is the red man. Marcus is since they are not here. Marcus is the red man. And what I want to do, I want to come down. Can I use the same instruction? You just walk 12, don't copy and 5. Can you? You cannot. You must give opposite direction, right? But opposite direction, what number do I use? Negative. So let's try. Horizontally, how many steps must I move? Still 12, but in the left or right? Left. But I cannot say left 12. I must say negative 12. So over here, it's negative. And is it still 5 steps upwards? No, it's 5 steps downwards. So it's negative as well. So far okay? Okay, now let's try and find the magnitude. Square root 12 square plus 5 square. Is it correct?
Negative.
Negative. Is it correct?
Bracket.
Thank you. I need a bracket. I need a bracket. Okay, no bracket, then later on there will be a problem. I don't go to that. So, what's the answer?
13.
Oh, still 13. Oh, that means the magnitude is the same. Magnitude is the same. Okay, so can you conclude the magnitude
It's the same.
is the same? Hey, I lazy to write these 3 words. Can you convert it into symbol? How do you write magnitude is the same? Can you write down? You write, I write, we compare. Oh, you laugh. How do I write magnitude is the same? I think I will have an equal somewhere. What is on the left, what is on the right? Can I say
Oh, no.
CD, DC?
Arrow.
Yeah. So is this correct? Looks like quite good, right? Quite cool, right? But is this correct?
The
Or something is missing? Very good. So this one means the magnitude is the same. So far okay? Sorry. Okay? Answer the bubble. What can you conclude about CD and DC?
same magnitude.
No, same magnitude. Same magnitude. What else? Are they same vector? Are they, okay, don't use the word same. Are they equal vector? Question mark. Meaning, is CD equals to DC? Question mark. Give a reason why.
The direction.
Yeah, different direction.
Very good. Answer is no, because different direction. So touching. Sharifah is having a blocked nose now. So far okay? So it's no, so you put a cross just in case you thought it's the same. So it's not equal. Not equal. Back to just now gyro that question. Can I move up now?
Can.
Okay. Now let's look at the graph again. So just now gyro you asked something, right? You asked, is it the same if I move from here back to here? Is it? What do you ask us now? Is it the same if I move from
1, then after you go up by 2 here, then after your line go down from here.
Oh, wow, that's cheap. So your question is, what happens if you go and then you go up and then you come down again?
Yeah.
Now the answer is you cannot come down because vector instruction only go horizontal or vertical. So there isn't a vector say I go slanted like that. No, not yet. There is later in 5.3 and 4, but not 5.1. Okay. Okay, good. Let's go on to the next page. Okay, now negative vectors. So just now we learned about negative vectors, actually indirectly. So let's introduce in the negative vector. Negative vector means same magnitude. So underline same magnitude, but what?
Opposite direction.
Opposite direction. So just now the CD and DC, is it negative vectors?
Yes.
Yes, it's actually negative vector. So of A is called A is denoted as what? What do you think? If one vector is called A, the negative vector is called negative A. Simple. But I cannot write this. What must I write? Sarah? What must I write? The curly sign. The curly sign. Because I cannot bold I cannot bold unless you want to write this one. This one. Don't. Exam don't do this. Okay. Now, so I have AB. My diagram is not clear. Is yours clearer? Let me make it clear. I have like that. And this is negative A. This is A. This is B. This is A. This is B. Can you help me with filling up these two things? How to fill up? Meaning, I want you to write down the vector from A to B. What is the vector? I'm expecting some numbers inside here. I think I have two numbers, one top, one bottom. So what's the number on top? AB focus at the red line or the blue line? AB focus which line? Is it the top line or the bottom line?
Red.
Red. Red means B to A. The bottom
blue
one means A to B. So blue line. Okay, so what's the number? Jairo, you try the first one.
This one.
Or maybe you do together the first one, then the second one you do yourself. Shall we do that? Okay, let's try. Jairo, if I want to draw Ming Ping, where will I draw? A or B? I want to answer the first one. Where do I draw Ming Ping, A or B? A. So Ming Ping is here. You need to off the aircon?
No, it's okay.
It's okay. Ming Ping is here. Ming Ping is coming down. But you need to give instruction. What will you tell Ming Ping? Move how many steps? Left or right? Jaira? You see, I want to reach B.
On the paper, right or left? You mean on the paper
Oh,
or
on the
real?
No, on your paper, on your paper. So you look at the paper. So left is this side, right is this side.
Okay, right.
Okay, right. How many steps? You count squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what do I write on top here? 5. Can follow? Then how many steps must I move up or down? Down. Down how many steps? 1, 2, 3. So I write 3. Is it right or wrong? Right. Right. Right or wrong? Right. Right or wrong? I asked 4 times means something is. What is wrong?
Negative.
Which one negative?
Negative.
3. Why?
Because move downward.
Move down what? Remember just now you say move up means plus. Move down means minus.
May 5 bawah cancel kan?
Okay, now next one, BA. You want to try?
Can lah.
BA. BA means the red line. The red line. Where do I draw? Who else? Matthew. Where do I draw Matthew? B. I need to give instruction for him to go up to reach A. He wants to go home. How many steps? Elaine, you try? Negative 5. 3. Does it make sense? Okay. Now I look at these two numbers. I look at these two vectors. So I want to write equal. So my question is AB vector is equals to BA vector. My question is this correct? Okay, again, looking at this box. So now this box here, I have 5, negative 3, I have negative 5, 3, and this is AB, this is BA. So my question is this, is AB equals to BA? Okay, if I don't know, right, I try and look at the numbers. Can you write down the numbers? This is 5, negative 3. This one is negative 5, 3. Are they equal? The number seems equal, but what happened to the sign? Different. What do you think I must do to make them equal? Times minus 1. Very good. And how do I write that down? I can just write the minus outside one of it. Either one will do. Outside one of it. Either one will do. So if I write outside, are they equal? Yes, they are equal. So now this become no question mark. This become correct. This become correct.
All
Now,
of them
Either one of them. Now let's try to understand this concept. Let's try to understand this concept. Now let's say I have CD. I want to change to DC. What must I do? I want to change to DC. What must I do? Put a negative
So,
in front of
one of them.
DC. One of them. Yay, this is correct. Good. Okay, let's say I have XY. I want to change to YX. What must I do? Put a negative in front of that. That is correct. So far, okay? So if I want to switch the position, I just add a negative sign. So this is called negative vectors. So far, good? Okay, now your turn. Test our understanding. Let's go down. Let's go. Oh dear. Okay, let's zoom out. Let's scroll. And let's take a look at part 1, example 1. If A equals to B, find the value of X and Y. My screen stuck. I cannot move. So let me try. Okay. No use. Let me try this. Okay.
Why must now?
Yeah, why must now? Why don't later? Is it still recording?
Yeah.
How do I do?
It's
Good. Okay. Wow, heng. Okay. Okay. Already. Alright, now let's start. I want to do A, part 1. If A equals to B, so I start. A equals to B. What's wrong? I write this wrong already. Oh, the A is not appearing. The A is there, but what's wrong? What's missing? This thing here actually is alphabet or vector. Vector. So vector I need to differentiate by putting the curly. So this is correct. Like that. Okay, how do I continue? I want to write vector. So what do I do? I will vector is this one, right? This is my vector A, right? Wait. Here. And my vector B is right. So I put my vector A inside. Vector B inside. So I write x minus 2, 3 minus y. 4 minus x, y minus 6. So far, okay? Okay, now can move already. Okay, the equal sign means they are equal vector. Means the x is the same. The y is the same. So what can you say? This red circle is equals to the red circle here. So I can write 4. What 4? Where got 4? X minus 2 is equals to 4 minus x. Understand? Can I solve for x? Can. I bring the x over. I have 2x. I bring the negative 2 over 6.
So for what?
Come again?
So for so.
Yeah, so I have x equals to 3. What about y? Same thing. Jared, you try? What do I write? Have you written? Copy Honey's work. 3 minus y, y minus 6, and then 2y equals 9, and then y equals 4.5. So this is good? Okay, part 2. Write down the negative of the A as a column vector. Oh, you realize there's a printing error here? This A is supposed to be A bold or A underline. So So if you bold it and underline it, you know it's not a vector. You know it's a vector, so you won't be confused by it's not just a A as an alphabet. What's the answer? Negative of column, negative of vector A. How do you write? Jerry, you got answer already. What do you think you should write?
Just put negative, okay?
Just put negative. Oh. And do you have a vector? You have, right? X minus 2, 3 minus y. Do you think you need to sub in the x and y? You have found x and y. They want you to express the vector in terms of column vector. Do you think you have to express? Do you think you have to put in the x and y? Yes. Okay. So minus. So you put in. This is 3 minus 2. This is 3 minus 4.5. So what's the answer? What's the answer?
Must I sub in the minus?
Negative 1.
Must you sign a minus? Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, one side. Negative
Negative 1.
No. Why?
Negative 3 and 1.5.
Negative 3. Why? I thought 3 minus 2 is 1.
Then 3
So
minus 1.
times negative 1. Is it? There's a 3
Oh.
minus 2, right? Yeah.
I wrote
3 minus 2 is.
Negative 1.5.
Do you have this?
Kau must sub in masuk eh.
Must sub
Yeah, must sub in. Sub in. So here you must sub in. Sub in x equals to 3, y equals to 4.5. So far okay? Good. Okay, good. Part 2 is done. So easy, right? Vector. Wow, so easy. Question 3.
N3, 3 minus 2 is 1. Tapi kalau subin dah besar,
Eh, bawah tak ada.
Question 3 says what? Show that. Oh, I don't understand. What is this?
N3 minus 1.5 is
Oh,
negative.
negative and then you have to.
What do you mean by show that? What is this? And what is this?
Magnitude.
Oh, magnitude. Can you try now? How to show? First you find the magnitude of A equal what? You go and write. Then you find the magnitude of B equal what? You go and write. Let's try together. No lah, you try. A magnitude. Magnitude things recall to the Pythagoras theorem. Alright? So Pythagoras theorem means a square plus b square equals c square. So, okay, I do it with you. Remember this one? Anis? A square plus b square equals c square. If I want to find c, what must I do? The square must go over, right? So c equals to square root a square plus b square. So this is square root. Where's the a square and b square? It's the number on the vector. What's the number on the vector A? Here, right? The vector is this one. A. Oh, this is negative. Where is A? A is this one. So you need to put in the A. Before you find the magnitude of A, do you need to know the vector A? Yeah. So what is vector A? Let's write. Vector A equals to 1, negative 1.5. Do you know why? Oh, you need to sub in. You need to sub in. Am I confusing you? Hanis, do you know where I get the 1?
Yeah.
Because I sub in the 3 into the vector A. 3 into the vector A. So 3 minus 2 is 1. Y is 4.5. I put 4.5 inside. 3 minus 4.5, negative 1.5. So this is A. So now I got my vector A. How do I find magnitude? Square root of first number square plus second number square. Okay, you can answer. But you notice that the calculator, the answer on the question didn't say 3SF. The number on the question actually says square root 13 over 4. So what do you think you should do here? Should you press calculator everything, or should you press a number inside the calculator, inside the square root? So your answer should be square root something. You get 5 over 4. Can you show me calculator? Already can see. Do you think the minus is inside or outside the bracket? Oops. Can you press your calculator and tell me the answer?
Very weird.
13 over 4.
13 over 4. Oh, so this is 13. This is 13 over 4. Your turn. Can you do B now? B as in the vector B.
What? And just put equal, then you solve it.
What's the date?
So kena put 3.25
Uh,
Like here.
can, but then because the question says 13 over 4, so you want
I write
to.
down shown.
Oh, okay.
You cannot shown like that. You have to shown after you do B first.
Oh.
Right? A is equals to this, doesn't mean B is equals to this.
Is express y in terms of
Macam 4 o'clock already je.
Yeah, I know.
Mr. know what is
If nobody asks, I will just continue until 5.
what
Huh?
is express y in
You
terms
can at
of
once
x?
ya.
You want?
But then got mother tongue.
Oh, got Mother tongue. Huh?
Express y in terms of x.
Oh, not yet, not yet. So part 3 is done? Can, huh? So can I go to part B? I go to part B, B part 1. Now, if magnitude A equals to magnitude B, express y in terms of x. Now let's try. What is magnitude A? Square root 13 over 4. But if I okay, see, this one is square root 13 over 4. But if I use 13 over 4, will I have y and x? No, I don't have y and x. This one also, I know is 13 over 4. But if I write that, then 13 over 4 equal 13 over 4. Nothing. How do I have y and x? Do you think I should use this vector, or do you think I should use this vector? The one on top. Does it make sense? Because I want y and x. So what do you think I should write? So let's start. I start by writing A vector equal B vector with the 2 double stroke. It means magnitude. Now how do I find A magnitude using the original question? Do you think there's a square root? Okay, there's a square root. What is inside the square root?
13 over 4.
Cannot. I say already. If I put 13 over 4, then I cannot solve the question.
3.25.
Cannot. If I put 3.25, I also cannot solve the question.
Or is it the one?
But if I use the question, I have x, I have y. I have x, I have y. I should use this. How do I find magnitude when I have x minus 2 and 3 minus y?
square root x minus 2 square.
Square root, bracket, the first number, square it. Plus, the second number, square it. So let's try. So which means I will write, I copy Hani's. I will write x minus 2. This is the first number, right? I want to find magnitude. I'll take first number square plus
Your one like
the second number square. No wonder you're staring and staring because it's not moving. I show you what's magic. Magic. Move. See. I don't care. Can see? So square root. You move it like that. Do you understand what I'm writing? You understand what I'm writing? Okay, now this is just A. What do you think you need to do? Do you need a B? So can you do the same thing for B? Oh my god. I think it's the projection that is 40, but this is still recording, so this is fine. Okay? You cannot stop there. What is B? Oh, you are copying. What is B? Oh, okay. Oh, you written already. Okay, so I have 2 square root. I have 2 square root, and I copy the B from Hani's. 4 minus x square plus y minus 6 square. What do you think I should do next? I got both square root. Again, okay, let's try. If
Square. Go transfer the square.
see, gone already. Okay, let's just ignore. Let's just look at my screen. If If square root circle equals to square root triangle, what can you say about circle and triangle? Are they equal? Again, if square root circle equals to square root triangle, okay. Is it still recording? Okay. If square root circle equals to square root triangle, is circle equals to triangle? Why not?
Circle is circle, triangle is
Oh, okay. Let me try again. Sorry, Gyro, you have to see from my screen, and I have to write, and then if square root y equals to square root x, is x equals to y?
Yes.
Yes.
Because the common.
Because both got square root mah, then inside must be equal mah. You're confused because x and y are different alphabet. They cannot be equal. But I'm telling you, they can be equal, because
As long as got square root.
huh?
Is it as long as there's square root?
Not because of the square root. Okay.
Dia lambat session.
Is this possible? X equals to y. Is it possible what? So if I have both square root, okay, if I have 3x and 3y, is x equals to y?
Yes.
Still yes what? Understand? This is one way of understanding it. Another way of doing it is, I can just say square root of x equals to square root of y. Can I square both sides? So I square both sides. So I take this side square, this side square. And if I square both sides, what happened to the square root and square? Gone. So what can I write? X equals to y. Which method do you prefer? This method, okay lah. So I have square root here. I want to remove it. What do? I square both sides. You understand? So square both sides means this. I can write a giant bracket, square it. Giant bracket, square it. And what happened the next step? The square root